Hello, this is Jaden, and I just watched Jackass, Best and Last, the newest one, supposedly the final one. They gave me this poster, which I'm very appreciative of at the Regal Theater. This is it. This is supposedly the last entry in the Jackass franchise. They have said that after pretty much all of them, but they mean it for real, for real, for real this time. This film actually ends on a pretty strong moment of true finality, which is immediately undercut by even more content. If you've ever seen the Jackass films, they are stunts, they are pranks, they are these guys messing with each other, doing gross, horrifying things to themselves and to each other. Um, it's hysterical. These films are some of the hardest I've ever laughed in my life. There's just something about this kind of real slapstick comedy in which people are getting hurt, but luckily not dying. That just really brings something out. This film opens. It opens actually with this scene. There's a kind of moving floor here that they do a lot of interesting bits with. I would say it's not as strong of an opener as Forever was, which is probably my favorite entry in the franchise, but it's still pretty good. A big downside to this film is a lot of it is recycled clips from the older films. It's not always necessarily clear what's old and what's new unless you've seen the whole franchise. So I guess if you've never seen it before, it'll just be new to you. But if you're like a dedicated fan of this franchise, there's maybe only a half, maybe only a third of like actually new content here, which definitely brings it down a little bit. There's a surprising amount of ass stuff in this film and also like people shitting. If that's something that grosses you out, I'd be wary of going to see this. I didn't throw up, and I was lucky because in my theater there were only like maybe 5 or 6 other people there. I think if there was a packed theater, I could reasonably expect 1 or 2 people to genuinely throw up during a couple scenes. Obviously, the people who go see this are going to be a certain type of people, but there was a couple things where had to I didn't look away, but I was definitely looking to the side so I wouldn't have that immediate visceral reaction. There's some really good laughs in this. I like Steve-O. He's probably my favorite in this group. There's one interesting scene where this guy, Zach, is being lowered onto people and they have to answer questions accurately or he will be lowered onto them. It was pretty entertaining. You do see a lot of their best stunts from throughout the franchise. I think they work better in those individual movies where they have a bit more like build up and payoff than they do here, which is a bit more of a clip show esque kind of thing. Personally, I might put this above the point 0.5 movies, but this is easily below probably all of the mainline Jackass entries. Jackass Forever is probably my favorite, then probably three after that. I'd have to think about one and two. This would be below all those. Definitely a good time though. If you like Jackass, you're gonna like this easily. It's more of the same. And this is it. This is the end of the franchise until they release Jackass Best and Last point 0.5.
4 out of 6.
I think I'm gonna put this in my bathroom, like right above the toilet.